Holy top thrill. Hello, guys, and welcome down to the Chain Dogs podcast, episode 102. Hello, how are you all doing? We've got Sean back on the show this evening. Hello, Sean.
Hello. I've taken place of Emma, so
yeah.
I'm back. I'm just back.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, James is back. Sorry, yeah, you weren't here either, were you? Yeah, it was just me and Mikhail. So everyone's trying, yeah.
it literally was just you
About
two.
me.
Yeah, it was just literally, yeah. Wow. Sorry, James. Yes, Emma's not with us tonight, but we have Sean and James back. Hello, chat. How's everything going? Hope you're all doing well. With Half Northern, Lorna, Kira, Superbart, RCT Limits, Lloyd, Bullock, Mark, what's happening? Hope you're all doing well. 17 people, guys. Give this video and this podcast a big thumbs up, please. It really helps.
Like it.
Give us a like. Go on, smash that thumbs up. So yeah, we've got a few things to talk about, but our main topic today is going to be 2024 plans moving forward for us on the cast at the moment. But we're going to get into that a little bit later. So yeah, should we start off the pod by talking about Emerald Park? Kyle, over to you.
Yeah. This was something that we had on the list for last week, but we have
a few things.
We had like 78 topics for last week. So. It seemed right to talk about the two new Vekoma coasters that Emerald Park are opening this year. It seems like they've started ramping up the communication on them and stuff. Obviously, it's coasters that we've known about for a while, but the park has started to be a lot more communicative about them. They posted something on Twitter sometime like last week or like a week.
Was it these?
Or two ago.
That
just saying that you've been asking us for an update. Get ready to soar to new heights at the park this May. So I don't know if it was already common knowledge that they were going to open in May, but they've confirmed it now, which is fun. The two coasters look really good together. Like they look really nice. The Vekoma STC looks decent. Like it looks like from what I've seen of the layout, it looks like it pluses it, like it builds on the same kind of things that what's the one over at Trips Drill?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Emma's lurking.
Emma's lurking.
Well, if you're well enough to watch, you're well enough to be on the show.
You're well enough to chat. But yeah, what was I even saying now? It looks like this one kind of improves a little bit on the things that I think it's pronounced, pardon the butchering of the pronunciation of this name, but Halzuber Kopf, is it? At Trips Drill. It looks like this one like improves on that one a little bit.
Nice.
But yeah,
which one's that? Which coaster? The
Vekoma suspended thrill coaster.
The inverted one.
Is it that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was. I pulled that up before, but yeah, I wasn't sure if it was or not because we got screenshots from last week. But
yeah. No, there's a suspended thrill coaster and a family boomerang, kind of the same kind of package deal. It seems that they got that Trips Drill got because it was an STC and a family boomerang that opens together as well. But yeah, no,
it's looking very
looks
nice.
fun. I like the colors on them.
Some about the Vekoma trains, man, it looks so good.
The level of the detail they're going for the theme.
Yeah, that rock
brilliant.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure on like what the direction of the theming of the area around them are. But...
I think it's like
there is a thing on it.
Yeah, what is it? It's kind of like not ancient, but
oh, there you go. There's a picture of them two together. That one with the blue and red.
Yeah, there we go.
Is it like seats in some kind of
drop it.
folklore local to the
Yeah,
area?
it's like that's it. Yeah, like folklore, like they kind of fit in with the wooden coaster. Cuckoo Lane. Is that right? Cuckoo
Yeah.
Lane.
Or Cuchulainn.
We say,
Cuckoo-
yeah, and
yeah.
none of us actually know.
No,
I think the one of us that actually does know isn't here. So, well, she is here. She just doesn't like talking, but
It's really good, man. Like I think this is really two really good selection of rides for like the size of the park they are. Like these are the sort of type of coasters, like kind of the size of like Drayton Manor type of thing. Where they need to get.
That drop looks fun though on the suspended. That looks fun. That drop.
Yeah.
On the back, because they usually don't. They usually, I don't know if it is going to, but don't they usually do a couple of laps?
I don't know. I think that is dependent on park.
Maybe. Yeah, I think that'd be pretty decent. But like Kira said in the chat, who doesn't love a bargain? Yeah, why not? And it adds as well. Like there's more to
find on
eBay,
right?
Well.
You get a free boomerang. You get a free boomerang.
Is that the closest? Is that the closest STC to us now? Then
Yeah, it would be.
Yeah, it will be.
Closest new one, at least.
Yeah,
a new one. Because like, you know what? I'm a massive fan of like the older suspended family coasters that that they used to do in like Flight of the Pterosaur and
yeah.
We've done it. We did a few in America as well, and
Dollywood's got one called Dragon Flyer.
There's
There's the one at Energylandia as well.
Energyland,
RMF Dragon, is it?
That is really good. I really
I like that.
That surprised me how good that was.
Cool.
Yeah, I love it. They're all
about Busch Garden B&M, the Flight of Phoenix, the little the family inverted they're doing out there.
Yeah.
That looks great. It looks like a mini Manta drop.
Yo, like they've ramped up construction on it and like they've got a fair bit of the layout done. Have you seen like photos of the drop on that?
Yeah, it looks insane. That's like it's like Manta's drop.
Yeah,
legit.
A friend of mine pointed it out that like just looking at the layout overall and then like the shaping of that drop and other elements and like the one or two other elements that they've completed, it looks like a Vekoma STC layout.
Yeah,
like or like a Family Coaster layout. It looks like they could have like. It looks like Vekoma could have made that layout themselves. But then somehow B&M got contracted to the track design.
Well, they built Penguin Track, Pipeline, and then obviously this. So it's like a free ride deal, I would imagine.
Yeah. I just like I think that I am like patiently waiting for Vekoma to really push the limits of this STC model. I feel like they could do so much with it. I feel like Vekoma's new, like, well, not new at this point, but like still newish, like design philosophy to how they design like transitions and rolls and stuff in layouts lends itself much more so to inverted coasters and flying coasters than it does to sit down coasters. I feel like their design philosophy, I feel like their layout design tendencies work so much better with flying coasters and now inverted coasters, and I really want them to push the limits on this suspended thrill coaster. We could see some really like this looks fun and it looks really good, and so does the one at Trips Drill as well. But I feel like they could push this even further with this one to make some really notable thrill coasters with it.
I think the same. I noticed on Fly, for example, that the whip on that train is great, like compared to, like you said, sit down Vekomas. The feel is a bit more intense when you're inverted on them, and especially like you said, the shaping as well kind of catches you off guard. Where when you're on sit down ones, you kind of feel like you know what's going to happen. You want
the shaping on sit down coaster layouts to be a little more unpredictable.
Yeah,
but on a flying coaster, not so much, because it could end up just being uncomfortable because of the seating position.
But it just
But
turns
this-
into a fun, intense ride.
yeah.
Yeah.
This much smoother and more graceful transitioning lends itself to flying coasters and their inverted coaster model.
I agree.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, I agree. Because even some of fly shaping is, I mean, me and James were looking at it in depth for reasons like a few months ago, and we were like, this is just so strange. Like the way, how much straight track they have, like
Yeah.
at any point. It is mad. Like it's just like a bank and then straight and then a bank and then a straight and a up and a straight and a down and a straight, then a bank. It was like
Yeah.
the space on the inverteds and the
And
flying.
also instead of just using the track shaping, they'll also use roll to add airtime.
Yeah, just flat piece of track, but roll.
Yeah.
One of the
Roll
rails
into
will
it and it
just
kicks you out.
fuck off
It's like-
that way. Yeah, it's just weird. The cone shaping's strange, but it's cool. I've always enjoyed them. This is another reason to go to that park for me because it's pretty close and
Yeah,
there's other
is
stuff to
close.
do there now and it's a little extra couple of creds. You know, it's
I believe it's only
Definitely.
about an hour bus ride from, like, local bus ride from the airport as well.
yeah.
Yeah.
So why not? Why not go out there and check it out? It'd be fun. And like
Yeah,
say the
yeah.
rock work and the theming and stuff kind of looks pretty sweet. I want to see more of it now. So I'm looking forward to the marketing push and what they do with it. And yeah, I'm really I'm looking forward to that. 'cause,
Yeah.
I mean, I
So-
love Vampire just because it's like
Yeah, it's
different,
good.
you know? Yeah. So it's
So let's have a look in the chat. Bart is saying that Vekoma STC is so good. It did it in Tripsil, so smooth.
nice.
Kira's saying, do you know what? Fair play to them. Who doesn't love a buy one, get one free bargain?
So you buy one, you get one free.
I was thinking that. Vekoma did a safe start.
you
like
buy
that.
one, you get one free.
Giving
Buy your
Milky
front, get your
Way
back one,
vibes. The red
absolutely
car
free.
and the blue car had a race.
Just pushing over.
Red and the blue car have a race.
Yeah.
Uh,
So there we
Yeah,
go.
you get James, you could literally do that with like support columns, just pushing them as you walk through. B&M rep. Get him out the way.
Can someone make that edit, please, of him just pushing over coasters?
Uh,
That's brilliant.
Did anyone see the Cedar Point Top Field 2?
Yeah,
I did.
it was a very
it's had
strange
riders.
video. Yeah,
It's had test riders.
it was a strange video. Have we got the video to put? Yeah, okay,
We-
cool.
I mean, it might be laggy, so you'll have to let me know.
Yeah.
I
It
just
never
wanna,
really works on here. But,
I
yeah.
just wanna, like,
Oh,
it's
hold on.
just-
Let me try and see if I can get the audio up because the audio kind of makes it.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh,
He already knows this.
Needs to fly away and away we go! Yes, sir. Okay. Woo!
Is that okay? Is it lagging?
it's all right.
A little bit laggy.
It's,
Not too
Oh, yes!
it's like borderline okay.
Oh, airtime! Airtime! Whoa!
bad. Airtime.
Backwards one! Backwards! 101 miles!
Backwards.
Backward.
Backwards.
Ah! Holy cow!
I think James, when James shared this, he pointed out that it looks quite shaky.
It's got a definite rattle.
All right, John, what do you say?
Sorry. This heat so fast.
Wow.
420 feet! Oh, spiral!
Spiral.
Arrow. Oh,
And that's the noise
That
we'll
is-
all make after we ride it.
This is giving theme park review POVs. Yeah, the noises.
we were just like, this it's such a fucking weird video, right?
Spiral.
It's just,
Yeah.
oh,
Mark, that's the thing that we had pointed out. The trains are rattly as fuck in that video.
It looks like it looks rattly. Like it does
You
look
can hear
rattly.
it going.
Uh,
I mean, it could just be the camera just going, but it,
It could
does look
be,
like
yeah.
the
It could just be
actual-
the camera, but it was just the way that they were talking. Like was like, yeah. so-
I'll be the one to say it then. honestly, honestly, it to me, it like yes, it looked like they were rattling a bit, but honestly, it didn't look that far away from like Kingda Cars trains going down that launch at 120 plus miles per hour. It didn't look that much different from how Top Thrill Dragster used to look when it was on the train.
Like you
Like,
could say that. Like,
the only point
To be fair,
I would say where it was kind of a bit like was the drop off of the top hat, like the pull out from the top hat looked a little bit extra, but the rest of it.
the thing is, the one thing I remember doing when I did Kingda Car was thinking this rides really fucking well, considering Red Force is absolutely terrible unless you're on like the front row, like the front train. It's terrible on the rest, like it's unbearable.
Well, where did you ride it on Kingda Car? Because the front row was the only
position.
The front row was the only row that I thought it
every single position, every train, even when
everyone
press dispatch.
No, we basically, I can't remember. We did the first go I did was on the front. The second one was somewhere around the middle, and then the back row.
And it rode well for you in the other rows as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, it was just really flipping intense, but it didn't feel rattly. But you know what? Like, if Kingda Car felt rattly, okay, fair enough. It's pretty old now. This is a brand new coaster. If a brand new coaster is like, it's just worrying, isn't it? Like, it was kind of like when I got sick, and I was like, that wasn't
like that. This goes to the point I was going to make as well.
Yeah,
they're completely empty trains that haven't been like broken in yet.
Yeah,
on a cold ass like April Sandusky, Ohio morning, probably.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just dying at Kira. Right.
Oh God, right? Yeah, I got this comment up. So in every position, I'd call that Kingda Calm the Future.
Also, we appreciate why do the guys in that video look like Luke went on the ride with Hank from Breaking Bad?
It does look a little bit like Luke. Yeah.
That's where I've been.
I would say though, like, no, I do hear you. I think this just feeds to me, and this is what I said in our group chat was like,
yeah.
I'm just, you know what? If it was, I think it's because I know it's Zamperla and they're doing something of this magnitude, like Top Thrill.
Yeah,
like Top Thrill is a big coaster, man. Like it's like
Iconic.
a world class coaster.
Yeah,
like a world class, and like don't get me wrong, like it's so cool that Zamperla have been given this coaster to do. But I just
they haven't proven themselves on this scale yet. No, I do hear you. Yeah,
They could have done it on like a big scale, but on a coaster that like was probably like people didn't. Yeah, I don't know. Honestly,
the big one
got there, like gradually got there. The comparison I made was like, imagine if we found out like Nemesis was getting retracked by Zamperla. We'd be quite rightly like I'm a little bit nervous about this. Like,
yeah.
And then every little
imagine if like Pinfari like turned around and said, "Oh, we've got new engineers in. We're gonna
have you? Now. Let me just bring beer down for a minute, mate."
Like they for all we know at that point, they could be completely legit. Yeah. But we don't know until we go and ride it. No, I do.
I have a question. The one near you that was being done, the Rita, whatever it is, clone, that thing. Has that even opened yet?
Well, the park hasn't opened yet, so they're still constructing it.
So still no one's actually ridden the Zamperla trains. In terms of general public.
That's why it's so interesting to me. That's why it's so interesting to me, though.
Wow.
Because having seen the trains and having seen the Top Thrill 2 train, like the blue train in person at IAPA, and sat in it, like it looks really well engineered. Like I was there with a few engineer friends, and they were all saying the same. It felt really like the seat felt comfortable. The lap bar sat on at the right point where it's supposed to, just like the Intamin and Mark over the shoulder lap bars. Like the seats felt like really comfortable and stuff. But it is just down to how are they going to track,
Yeah.
like how are they going to articulate and stuff.
That's down to me. Is the fact that it's their trains, it's their track. Like I have no point of reference.
Yeah,
or Zamperla of this scale to be like they're gonna flip and smash that. You know, I'd say, you know what? Like I love Vekoma, the new gen Vekoma, love it, but I'd still be nervous if they were doing this. Do you know what I mean? I'd be like,
yeah.
But they've had this step up recently, and I'd be nervous then. You know, I'm not going to be a hater and just be like, oh, it looks, but all these little signs I'm getting, I'm like, you know, when I saw, curiously though, like when your friend, you said the engineers, like what did they make out of like the big wheels? Like, I know we know why the big wheels is because of like, I think it's for heat.
Heat distribution. I mean, they were pretty much as surprised as me, just at how big, like, bro, they look like dive coaster wheels.
Yeah.
Fucking like I remember when I was there and I texted on our group chat and I was saying pictures are not gonna do justice at all to how big these wheels are. And
saying that, like, I was surprised,
and it makes sense in terms of durability. And like we said, like heat distribution, like because of do you remember how big the back wheels on the Superman Escape from Krypton train, like cars, are?
Yeah.
Because it was the first coaster to reach 100 miles per hour. And with that many more, like, just times that the wheels rotate basically at that speed, like they needed, like, it aids in just not like melting the fucking urethane off of the wheels and stuff, which I can only assume is the same sort of approach with this, and then obviously with Falcon's Flight, like how big those wheels are as well. And then with the massive holes in the wheels to again aid in heat.
It will be interesting.
Dissipation, that's the word, not distribution.
It will be interesting to see if this is like what a lot of manufacturers go forward with these. Like, you know, it's not every day a coaster like this comes around where it's doing that, like it's doing that speed, and like reaching them heights. So, but I wonder if like, when we start seeing more, like if we get any more, they'll start going down that route of like bigger wheels, because maybe they just have been like, we're just tearing through the wheels like butter.
Exactly. This is like it's a reason. I'm like speculating, but not speculating, just hazarding a guesstimate, so to speak. It's the reason as to why, if you think from like the size of the wheels and the wheel bogies on the early, not even the early, just the Intamin like hydraulic accelerator trains. That step from those to the early LSM launch trains, you think Maverick, you think Fahrenheit at Hershey Park, and then from those to Taron and the Lost Coaster and Tiger, and like how much bigger the wheels and how much bigger the wheel bogies were. Well, they had to be bigger wheels. You know, Intamin are always tweaking. Like they're always tweaking. They're tweaking shit every 2 weeks. Like, so like you know,
that's from experience though. Like Zamperla in this field, like doing this launch, going that high, going that fast. This is new
and
to them,
I don't know this to have been confirmed by anybody, but I mean there was a lot of talk around a lot of ex-Intamin designers and engineers having been hired by Zamperla, like when they put together their roller coaster specific design department. A lot of their designers and engineers, allegedly, I guess, came from Intamin. And then we all know, like
that's pretty fun.
If that's true, that's very odd. Like, that's very like two different fronts. Like, why are they not working with Intamin?
Yeah,
and that's.
I mean, nothing. None of this is like for me anyway been confirmed or anything. And it's like, you know, there's all the talk about Cedar Fair and Cedar Fair's like severed relationship with Intamin, like through all of their like situations they've had to deal with, and you don't know who like which side was being the antagonist and who was pissing off who and all of that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, who like I feel like there's a lot of stuff like, I guess, behind the scenes. It makes it
yeah,
seem,
the
makes the roller coaster industry seem like theater, but
no, but
you know,
at
relationships
the same
are everything.
time, if you were at Intamin and you had a chance to work on Top Thrill Dragster, basically the second rendition of it, and you got a good offer and you wanted to go and fix all the shit that came with it the first time, why not? Why not? If that's what you wanted to do.
It depends,
Well, I'm just going back.
Sorry, I'm just going to say, it depends if they're hiring them as contractors or like staff.
Yeah,
like,
consultants, or they literally now.
If they're actually
part of the design
contracted in, then and if that's a common thing for like designers and stuff to like bounce from company to company, then yeah, that's probably just that's normal thing. But I
Like
just
consultancy,
that
innit?
most manufacturers would have their set team of designers who would be working there full time, but I don't really know how it works.
No, I don't know.
Like Zamperla has been like very vocal about establishing their, like, acknowledging their reputation or lack thereof in the coaster scene, number one, and then number two, establishing a specific department of their business to roller coaster design. Like, they've been very vocal about that. They've in social media posts and making videos and like for, you know, outlets and stuff. And you know, the head of sales, Adam Sandy, is an enthusiast. Like, you might have seen him on the Drunk Riders a bunch of times. He's been a guest on there like 2 or 3 times. He is very not like he's got an ear to what everyone is saying. Basically, like he knows everything. As
well, you said, sorry, did I miss you? So Andy is working at Zamperla now.
Adam Sandy.
Adam Sandy is working at Zamperla.
He's head of sales for Zamperla. Yeah,
that's mad. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, he but yeah, he's been vocal about just how practices within roller coaster design have been looked into and improved and developed, you know, throughout that department of the company and just the company in general as well. Right. But I mean, talk is talk until we see the results ourselves, right? So, like,
for sure. But if they pull it off, though, it's a fucking big showcase.
I was thinking of someone else.
That is a big showcase piece and big statement to have, isn't it? If that's your first
hell of a way to burst on the scene,
right, right.
Who are you thinking
of? I can't remember.
Sandler.
No, it was someone else.
Sorry, bro.
There's someone else who's been on Drunk Riders a few times. But so moving on.
Yeah.
Moving on. What we got?
I'm just very interested in that.
We got Rise of Resistance. So
yeah, you guys are gonna have to fill me on this.
This brand new ride, Rise of Resistance.
I'll cover up my top while we talk about this. So apparently, this was like a week and a half ago. No, it wasn't me. I haven't been there yet. This year, which we will get onto. Someone decided to scatter someone's ashes on the Rise of the Resistance. It was at California, wasn't it? It wasn't.
Oh my god! Yeah, I did see that photo.
Yeah, and that, if you're listening to this on podcast, there is a picture on the video of this of the aftermath. God, I feel sorry for the cast members dealing with that.
Mate, like, it's so bad. Like, I'm laughing about it, but yeah, like what
is that? Is that mop marks or is that actually on the ride?
That's the
wheels.
That's the track of Dark Ride.
Yeah, but with how close it's got to the wall, I feel like they've tried to mop it up.
Maybe.
I feel like that. No, because I don't know what part of this ride is, so this could be like, I don't know where.
That is the transfer over from the security droids to when you go out. So
that's what I thought. Yeah, because they're quite close there.
Yeah.
But yeah, like this has been a thing for years. It's like people
Yeah.
do this. People like try and secretly spread their loved ones' ashes because they love Disney. Like it happens a lot on Pirates and Haunted Mansion.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, okay, like it's still horrible. Like the thing, it's bad because like they always get caught, right? And then like
Always.
someone has to go in and actually clean this mess up.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's
the
not like
thing
they're just
is,
gonna fucking leave it there, right?
Yeah.
Are they?
like there's cameras everywhere. Like you're gonna
Out of
get
respect.
caught, and they know this. They even have their own code word for it called Code Grandma. That's what they say. Like when it,
Really? I didn't know that.
Wow.
We've got to call Code Granny. Code
That
Granny.
doesn't even surprise me.
So,
Wow.
but the thing is, someone who's done this has not thought like this is not just your normal track ride. This is this goes everywhere.
Mm.
It's getting
Yeah.
caught up in everything.
From what
So,
I've heard, they have been banned from the park. So now they're not even allowed to visit where they spread the ashes.
yeah, and the ashes are in the bin. Like they're literally being in the bin or being like down the sink, mopped up. Like it's so stupid, man. So
Yeah,
stupid.
it is. It is. Don't do it. Don't spread your ashes on rides. Like, just don't.
The fact that you even have to say that.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
It should go without saying, but
2024. Shit happens. Rise of the Ashistons. But yeah, John.
But
I was saying it's the Ashes sponsored by Rise.
It's like them fucking morons throwing ice cubes at the Velocicoaster train as it went past on the bridge.
Didn't someone throw a fish at a coaster last year?
Yes.
yeah, that was at Cedar Point, wasn't it? I think that was that.
Yes,
no,
that
That was,
Um,
that was at Cedar Point. Someone threw a fish at a Magnum XL train.
yeah, Magnum.
That's wild. That is some wild shit.
That's a whole because that's they're knowingly doing that as well.
Do you reckon that Rise went down for like a shit ton of time when that happened?
A couple of hours apparently. So
Wow,
Well, it's
that is
classed-
a lot of time for a Disney ride. to be
yeah,
down.
it's classed as like what's it called? Like biological. I know what's it called. Like,
sanitization. sort
no,
of
it's like
protocol.
I can't remember what it's called now. Biohazard. It's a biohazard.
Biohazard.
Yeah, it's
human
not
remedy.
someone throwing up, is it? I mean, it's
So they have to
it's
get in like I
not
think they have to get in an actual team to do it and stuff because it's like, you
Wow.
can't just let someone like clean a body up. You know what I mean? It's human remains. So
Mm.
some fucking van in the back of Disney just pulls up and they get out biohazard suits and clear up Rise. Like I can't even imagine. Like fucking ET. Like what's going on? It's yeah, it's flying fish at Fob. No, it wasn't flying fish. At Fob. no, it's bad, man, because it's a world class attraction, and some people would have been there for like the first
Just
day.
don't
And
be
if that's your,
fucking stupid.
if
like,
that's your first
I don't-
experience of rides, man, oh, so bad, so bad.
yeah.
Like
Moving
what
on.
goes through people's heads to put 2 and 2 together there and be like, yeah, sure, this will work well. This will be a good idea.
Yeah, what's this you just put in? Ride to Happiness 2?
Indeed.
Yeah,
So because
go for
I just remembered.
I completely forgot about that. Yeah.
Go
Oh,
for it.
yeah.
So Holiday Park in Germany, who are owned by Plopsa, the
yeah,
same company that owns Plopsaland, have confirmed that they will be getting in 2026 a Mach Extreme spinner with the same theme as Ride to Happiness, the same Tomorrowland theme
Tomorrowland theme.
as Ride to Happiness. I'm trying to get the loopings article up again and get it.
I believe
translated to
it's
English so I can read it.
Unsure at the moment whether it is going to be a clone or if it's going to be a new
Yeah.
layout.
would you be happy with a clone?
Given
I mean,
its
it gives me no reason to
location-
go back to Plopsaland.
Given its location, I feel like a new layout probably would be beneficial just because they're both on mainland Europe.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
like
That's where I was going to go with it.
I hope it's a unique layout, but
Yeah.
if it isn't, oh no, what a shame. Do you know what I mean? Just like, oh
I haven't
no,
been on it yet, but
one of the world's
ride.
best posters got cloned.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Holiday Holiday
have
Park.
to alert
That's
the church elders. do you know what I mean?
Holiday Park's for Expedition GeForce, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Expedition GeForce and Ride 2, number 2, Happiness.
Ride.
Yeah.
They need to brand it as that.
R2H.
They need to actually brand it as just the number 2 Happiness.
Yeah. I hope they do.
Oh, there you
But,
go. So if you visit Europa Park, it's a good stop at Holiday Park. The Clone is fine, but New Layer would be better. Yeah.
Mhm.
Just look at
Okay.
that.
You've got Europa Park right there as well. So
Yeah, get an Extreme Spinner and Expedition GeForce in the same park. I think that's a bloody win-win for everyone, even if it is a clone, like you say. But
That's
I'd
on,
be
that's
interested to
on
see
my
what they
to
do.
do. That's on my to-do list this year. To be fair,
Yeah.
There was
Well,
there was a picture going around on Instagram. I think Emma shared it, and it was like basically all these different coasters like around the world and stuff. And it was like tick off the ones you've done. And the only one we didn't have, me and Joe didn't have, was Expedition GeForce. And I was like,
Wow.
wow. I was like, and we could have done it, to be honest, because like I say, like it's not that. It's a pretty clear lineup from Europa, and it's a nice.
How far
little
is it?
I think like an hour and a half.
Wow,
That's just
not
from the top
bad.
of my head, but I think like there's a good little through line of going from like from Tarjaland to Europa. You can hit up like Chicken Coaster. I always forget where that park is called. Where Chicken Coaster is. And yeah,
I don't
Holiday
know what you're
World.
talking about. What?
Yeah, where's Chicken?
We talked about this like very recently. The Chicken Coaster,
Okay,
like it's a
so-
famous coaster. It's got the chicken. It's a
It's not Wilder
Am I-
Hilda, is it?
yeah, Wilder Hilda Chicken Coaster.
Oh right, yeah.
You know the coaster.
I don't want to throw a name and
Dude,
be completely off base, and I'm like,
I can never remember the name of the park, even though I've been in the village it was in. I went to a
Yeah.
wedding there, and then like we just didn't have a chance because it started raining.
Schwab
But,
and Cox, apparently.
Imagine a Chicken
Yeah,
Run themed
probably, that's
coaster. That'd be amazing. That just popped in my head. Something Blackpool would do. Maybe Chicken Run.
Chicken Run. Oh, that'd be so good.
Launch over a fence.
I reckon Blackpool should just become Ardman Park. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like, go from-
literally. Like
double
just get
down
rid
on-
of where they're getting rid of the Grand Prix. Just put a shitload of admin stuff in. That'd be amazing. I'd love that.
Yeah.
Well, let's be honest. When was the last time you rode the Grand Prix? I mean, it's not been open, but before that, like, did you ever make an effort?
I
Like,
don't think I've ever actually ridden it.
I haven't.
Ridden what?
what
Sorry?
found it? Grand Prix at
Grand
Blackpool.
Prix.
Yeah, I've done it loads. It's well fun.
I've done it loads, but have
Yeah.
you ever like made an effort before it like closed for like to actually I want to do this today sort of thing, or has it just been
Oh, I definitely haven't.
It has
Like
no
I
queue.
said.
Let's go on it.
Yeah, yeah, I'd do it. Like it's good, like unique views that you wouldn't really get anywhere else in the park.
Mm.
So it was pretty cool. Like it was just annoying, like because they had to keep announcing, like
yeah?
keep driving, keep your foot down, or whatever they used to say.
A little like Autopia, like Disneyland Paris, like they don't announce anything over a tannoy.
Yeah.
They just walk down the track and literally like point and shout at people. Like
Yeah, honestly, it must be
I
like
have a very distinct memory of
Yeah.
riding the Tomorrowland Speedway at Magic Kingdom when I was 11 years old, and
Oh, what happened?
getting back into the station, if you can even call it that.
yeah.
And I drove into, like, bumped into the car in front of me, and one of the ride ups just goes, "Why did you do that?"
Why did you do that?
I didn't think that's so stern-faced. Like that was brilliant. What did you do? What did you say? Just
I
like,
don't know,
"Oh, mate,
Janice. I didn't mean to.
foot slip." I'm 11 years old. Like, cut me some slack. You're asking me to drive this gas power bloody vehicle around this track.
Some dude who
Hey,
now,
frickin'
like, recalling
stinks,
back the
that ride.
memory, sounds like he moved over there from Texas or something.
Yeah.
Why did you do
Like-
that? That's amazing. Oh, that was great.
Bart said Schwaben Park is weird. They said, "Do you want to ride it again?" We said yes, and he started the coaster without checking anything.
Sounds about right.
Brilliant.
That's really weird. That's like that's weird because like, most coasters are like you have to like put at least like pop the restraints.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it
You
must
have
have
to
been
reset.
it must have been a coaster that didn't like automatically like unlock the restraints or anything.
Yeah, I mean they are weird. I mean it's the same type of coaster.
And he
Is it
was
not?
smoking while he was standing there. That's what his next comment is. Wow.
Shits were not given.
I know
that
nothing.
day.
I know nothing about this
Just
part. so
imagine pulling into like the runaway mine train station and
at
that's
this
what
point,
you're
nothing
greeted with.
surprises me like that.
You want to go again? Yeah, all right. Choo choo.
To be fair,
like a train conductor.
to be fair, that just sounds like a fun fair at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it
genuinely
literally
how
is,
would
yeah.
happen.
It looks like quite a good park just because it's got some like really like weird coasters. They've got is it Force One? Let me
It
have a
was
look.
Force One that it happened on, apparently.
Force One
yeah.
looks really odd. You've
Too
got
intense for you.
Force One was too intense for me.
Hummel Brummel. Yeah, Hummel Brummel's that really weird one.
Oh
let's see.
yeah. Oh, this is
Regand V Flyer.
Oh god, what are
It looks so bizarre.
what are those trains on Force One? I've seen them before.
But look at this. This is it.
Hummel.
What's the name
Look
of
at
the
it.
manufacturer that does
What?
those trains?
I don't know.
I don't know.
That, what the hell is that? What?
Can you,
Yeah,
Can I
so
see
there's
that?
another view of it. It's for those who's listening.
Yeah.
It's kind of
This-
like it's like a track that's encased in like a yellow
tube.
tunnel. Yeah,
Upside
tunnel.
down water slide.
And it's just like it doesn't even. It just looks like it just glides around. It's so weird.
It looks like
Right.
it swings as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Does it swing? Like, yeah, looks good.
but yeah, looks
Apparently,
very.
it's got banging soundtrack from I'm a Score as well.
What?
What?
For which one?
What?
Hummel Brummel.
No.
Hummel
Or
Brummel?
maybe not I'm a Score. Maybe not I'm a Score, but like
That's
it's
I
nice.
was
a
going to say, that having I a score.
it's I think it's got a soundtrack that's been memed to fucking back. Hang on, let me see if I can find it.
I need to. Yeah, I was gonna say. I
I'm
know that
finding
Wildy. How do you say it? Wildy Hildy. Wildy Hildy.
I think it's Wilder Hilda.
Wilder Hilda. That's the meme.
Wilder Hilda. Wilder Hilda's got a banging one as
Because it
well.
goes. Yeah. Let's go listen to it.
It's popcorn, but with chickens, apparently. I've not.
Have you all heard this? Who's not heard this here?
Me, I
What?
think.
The Wilder Hilda one.
Yeah, who hasn't heard it?
Yeah, I've heard it.
I don't
I
think
feel
I've
like I
heard it.
have heard it.
It's fucking funny.
Play it.
Uh,
Can you play it?
it's just amazing. It's like makes the ride. Oh, I'm signed into Chain Dog, so I'm having to watch adverts. So I'll play.
Ah, boo.
Ain't no-
That's class. Someone needs to start a channel where they just do chicken theme park soundtracks.
Yeah.
Might start a new
Love it.
project.
Put
Chicken
the,
Store.
I put the Hummel Brummel soundtrack in our private chat as well.
Okay. I'll share that then. Let's.
Yeah, that's class. I love it. Coming up on the next music round.
Very similar, isn't it?
Yeah. Is it just the same track but with different
Basically,
instruments?
yeah.
They've gone into Ableton and loaded up the project and just changed the MIDI instrument.
These type of soundtracks, especially the Waldy
Is
one,
that a kazoo?
I
Well,
like
isn't it
adding
confusing?
them to my playlist, like a genuine, like a serious playlist that I use for driving, just like while
Yeah.
I'm driving, just so that when it comes on, I just absolutely piss myself laughing, just alleviate any stress I've got. It's just like,
Yeah.
1
yep,
minute you're listening to
yeah.
Inception, and then that comes on.
Someone I know from the from one Discord posted that he put these two like the Hummel Brummel and the Wilder Hilda soundtracks in a playlist. The playlist being Wedding Night.
Oh my god.
Amazing.
Oh god.
That's class. I love that.
I put there's a on our playlist in the car just randomly, 'cause I've got this playlist. It's got like 500 songs on it, and it's
Yeah.
always constantly on shuffle. And yeah, there's a few songs on there like Ski Sunday that sometimes
Yeah.
just randomly
Yeah.
comes on.
So yeah, like the one that I have is
Ah.
from a Radio 2 segment, and it's called Bygone Bumps. it's just
It's just like a nice surprise now and again,
it's
isn't it?
just
You're like,
like
oh,
you're just
yeah.
driving along, listening to like some metal, and then just all of a
Yeah.
sudden, da 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 da.
I just
Love
feel
it.
like this park must be so like weird to walk around, like when you just got like all these random songs. It's just, I mean, it's fair play that they're making their own songs. You know,
It kind of makes me want to go.
yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's just,
I want to go to the chicken rave. Like,
there's a lot of parks that size that would just like play like just pop music or whatever, but like
Yeah.
on to the effort of getting like specially made sound. I like it.
Thing is, I think that actually might be Imascore.
Is
it could
it?
be.
It potentially
It
is.
probably
yeah.
could be, to be fair.
It could
They
be.
probably had Smiley and just like, yeah, we want that.
We want that, but with chickens. Let's
Make it chicken.
make it chicken.
Make it chicken.
Um,
not want to be in a pie.
oh mate, we're so
Ooh, pie.
off track here.
I like pie.
Oh,
It's us. We always get off track.
We do. We're 48
Okay,
minutes in and all we
Hummel
talk about
Brummel
is chickens and pie.
yeah.
Is Imascore.
It's almost, yeah.
What was the other one called?
It's just
Hilda,
Wilder Hilda soundtrack.
Wilder Hilda.
Yeah, it's Imascore.
No way.
Fair play.
It's
I'm a
on
score
the
junior
Imascore's
department.
website.
I'm gonna say I
It's on their
love
portfolio.
I'm a score, but I feel like I could have made that. Like,
Yeah, that's like
like a literally
yeah.
could have made
Sometimes they surprise you with shit like that. Like sometimes they'll just do random shit. I'm a score. Like
Yeah,
like,
I'm a scorer, basically the Samuel L. Jackson of
it.
theme park music soundtrack makers. They'll take any brief.
Yeah.
the Mace Windu of
Definitely their
love
work
it.
experience department.
Yeah.
it's the junior.
I mean, it's
the-
cool that we're
junior
talking about
conductor.
it. I'm not hating on it, but
no, I love it.
I
It's
absolutely love it.
different.
I'm tempted to add it to my playlist as
To be fair,
again.
It's
they're on
actually quite-
Spotify,
yeah.
as far as I'm aware.
Doing it.
what
I can't even imagine the
Okay,
brief they
talking
got
of
for.
I'm a score. What are
Hmm.
people's thoughts on Hyperia's soundtrack of what we've heard of it? Are people into it?
I'm really liking what I've heard.
I like
I
it.
think it suits the ride. Doesn't really give much away, to be honest with you.
I'm not like
James is listening
super
to the
blown away
soundtrack.
by it or anything,
Adding
Yeah.
it to my playlist.
but I don't mind it.
Added.
I don't mind it,
You
but
know
I'm
what?
not blown away by it, which is a
Yeah.
shame.
Yeah,
I think it should have took like when I first heard the full. Obviously, we've heard the full Nemesis Reborn, I'm a Score track, and I absolutely adore it. I have it on repeat. I wish they did more, to be honest with you. But the Hyperia stuff, the last video they did release, there was more in there, and I'm thinking, right, okay, there's going to be more to it. But from what I've heard, it feels like the ride may have had a different theme as Project Exodus. It doesn't sound like Hyperia would be the theme that would be behind the brief for that kind of music, the kind of scales they've used, for example. It feels a lot more Eastern than what we actually have as a ride theme, I would say. And it's
Eastern?
Yeah, Eastern, has a lot of Dorian and Lydian and like mad scales in there that are just a little different to what maybe we have got as a ride name and ride theme. There were rumors that Hyperia was Exodus was supposed to be Egyptian themed, which I think the soundtrack would fit perfectly for. But what I'm annoyed with Hyperia, it's not the soundtrack. It's not the theming. It's like the story has been leaked from a fucking hotel door. Like, what are you doing? Like,
I feel like I might can be completely wrong here, like an idiot, but I feel like with Hyperia, like the story isn't going to be like a fourth front. I feel like the story is
absolutely not.
No, but it should still be involved.
What's that?
It should still be involved with it.
I don't know. I just don't know. I don't think I have.
With a coaster of that scale, you can't really have a cohesive theme.
I feel with hypercoasters, like I just don't think it matters that much with theme. Like I think it's nice. Like same with like Shambhala. Like it's nice that the theme's there. Do I associate that in my head with like what the actual theme of that is? Nah. Like it's just when the theme of these type of coasters are just like it's big. You know what I mean?
Big
like,
or a god or a goddess. That is that is what they do.
I think like when you get to coasters that are like more lower to the ground, probably not as much as a spectacle, then you can add a lot with theming.
Yeah, I mean, I
think that big. I just don't know. I mean, don't get me wrong.
There's a lot of the time you're nowhere near the theming, so
yeah, like you'll never.
No, I get that, but like the it's like they've just slapped a name on it and just gone right. It's big. That's it. But there's actually a story that they've made up for this ride, so why not push it a little bit more?
I'm not sure if they're so intent on pushing it this early because of you can tell it was meant to be not Hyperia.
Yeah, absolutely.
They wanted Icarus.
Yeah,
the whole way that they did the thing, which was soaring high, then splash down. That is the story of Icarus. Yeah. And then they've had to do a big shift to make it its own kind of thing. So,
I would have preferred the name Icarus. Like, as soon as I heard that name be rumored, I was like, that would be such a not even a name to fit like that coaster. That's just a great name for a theme park attraction in general.
Yeah, for sure it is.
In my opinion,
massively. Yeah.
Like, I would have loved that to have been the name just from the like those one word coaster names. That
I like what. Yeah,
that's one of them.
I like that. Yeah, I like that. I like it when that happens. But I just think, I mean, we've not going back to the soundtrack. We've not heard it all. I think there's going to be a lot more Icarus kind of vibes in there than what, because there's no way they've reshot the whole score, re-recorded the whole score just because they changed the name. Not a chance.
Nah, I feel like it would work anyway, wouldn't it?
Yeah, probably.
But we'll see. I just want to listen to this again just so I can listen to. Does anyone get Big One vibes?
That's a different
What?
section of it being played in it.
Yeah,
Big one vibes.
yeah, like the new one, that Notable Stranger. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same beat. It's the same beat. I also get similar. I get kind of bit of Icon vibe out of that as well. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Pull up Kira's comment, because that's an interesting other way to look at, like, we were talking about the name Icarus. I disagree. I would steer clear of a famous arrogant failure.
Rishi.
Fucking hell. I just realized
You didn't see that, did you?
I mean, like,
I think it's a follow-up to
failed,
previous comment of it's a massive unique record-breaking coaster. They could have themed it to Brexit and cockroaches, and you'd still go on it.
Yeah, no, and I mean that goes to like, to be honest, not pretty much, but like a lot of the talk of just like the attraction in general has been verging along the lines of they could name it whatever the fuck they want, they could theme it whatever the fuck they want, they could do whatever the fuck they wanted with the colors. I do not give a shit. It does that.
Yeah. Yeah.
When it's doing that, I don't care.
I'm not rushing to go into Intimidator 305 because of because
it's red and yellow.
I love racing. Like, I didn't even cross my mind what that thing was after. It was just like, it's just an iconic coaster in a way. So I think the theming makes a massive difference in some regard. Like, what we've said a million times, like Fly or Taron wouldn't be the coasters they were without that.
Yeah.
But I feel like in a way that's just making up for like, but this is just going to be like that first drop, like that, like fucking out of back, like it's going to be insane. Like, it's just, that's going to be the draw. And I just don't think sometimes even theming's not going to, like, it's not going to draw in like the general public, but
no.
Building a massive coaster that big.
Yeah.
And making everyone scared because it only has lap bars. Oh my god! Oh.
Yeah, exactly. Like things like that. That's all it needs, really, in that sense. Like,
and the thing is, it's not only the tallest coaster in the country. Like, it's not only 236 feet tall, but then the way it's positioned, it's also expansive as well. Like, you're seeing the entire ride area as you walk up towards it. Like, we've seen all the photos of it, like, scaled against like behind Saw and Colossus, to be honest.
Yeah.
It makes them both look like children's coasters.
Shambhala Dragon Khan effect, isn't it?
Yeah. on a much more ridiculous scale, in my opinion.
Actually, I've not seen it in person, so I can't even like think that at the moment.
Yeah.
How crazy that would look. I can't.
That whole area of what was Old Town just looks so weird now because it's just so different. Like,
it
looks a lot nicer now that it's been.
Yeah, it's so much nicer. I think it's going to be great. It's going to be really interesting to see how they finish off all the landscaping. That's, for me, that's going to be the one I'm going to look forward to seeing in a way. Obviously the riding the coaster, but in terms of like the finishing it all off, I want to see what they've got planned to do with the landscaping and stuff. Because
have you seen it in person, Sean?
No, not yet.
Have you not seen it passing or like?
Well, I've seen it on the motorway, on my way to Legoland a few times. So I've seen it from the. I can't remember what name of that stretch of the motorway is. 40 maybe, I don't know. It's a bridge, I don't know, but I'll see it tomorrow. Actually, I'm off to Legoland tomorrow. I'll let you know.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, it's insane. And to be fair, the last time I saw it was not finished, was not topped off.
Oh, so, wow.
Like, even just passing it, it wasn't even at its highest. So tomorrow I'll probably actually look out for it to see it topped off now. So it's and even before that, like the size of it was just insane, man. Like, it's insane. Like the fact that you can see it that far back. Like Stealth looks just like a little tiny dot.
Yeah, I imagine it does. The only thing that's got me a little bit just back to the soundtrack is like, is the area gonna have this Find Your Fearless feel to it? Like, is it gonna be like the hero of the park? Because Fort Park is very very, very evil with the rides other than Colossus. But it's like, is it going to have that vibe, or is it going to have like nothing as much? Really, it's just going to be like air. Do you know what I mean? Like how air
it's just going to be.
like,
it's going to be stylized, man. It's going to be like icon.
Yeah,
that's all it's going to be. It's
I think that, and I think they should do that, because if they can't go with the original story that they want it to go with for whatever reasons, rumored, that's just speculating. Maybe that is the route to go. It works. It works.
I feel like, I mean, when you compare it to Storm Surge being in that park, it will look amazing, no matter what they do. Because Storm Surge was literally, we got this ride, let's dump it in the middle of our park.
I mean, we talked about Splashdown as well. Splashdown element, that's going to be fun. Like doing all that and then having this splashdown element, that'd be cool.
Is that going to be an actual splashdown or just a fake one?
I think it'll be a fake one.
I believe. I don't know for sure, but I'm assuming it'll be a fake one. I don't
think it's real.
Have they put scoops on Mack trains? I'm not sure if they have.
No, from the construction, they have brake fins in that section. So it wouldn't be a real one.
Shall we move on to? I think let's finish for the news on the Canadian news.
So over to our Canadian correspondent, Kyle.
Living in Canada correspondent. Okay.
Find the news again. I'm trying to. Where was it? I was on it earlier. There we go. Right. Yeah. So it's kind of in two parts because it's about two parks.
Okay.
The first thing being that Canada's Wonderland are very, very clearly and very obviously preparing for something big.
Right.
There's been a lot of, I don't want to say land clearing, but I guess just like site preparation around the massive mountain structure in the middle of the park. I think towards the back of it, or just somewhere around like the back like area of the mountain. It looks like from some photos and some videos that a massive, like a big launch tunnel might be getting carved out of it, or like placed to position like for something to launch out of the mountain or something. If anyone listening has remembers that survey that Canada's Wonderland put out like a while ago, just ask, like, it presented like 3 or 4 different coaster attraction like concepts and ideas. And one of them was a launched B&M wing coaster. I can't for the life of me remember what the other like different concepts were, but one of them was a launched B&M wing coaster. And I think from what was being said, or what has been said, is that the potential launch tunnel like had the width to be able to fit a B&M wing coaster train in it. So it looks like at the moment, obviously we'll find out in due time, it looks like the Canada's Wonderland is going to be adding something along the lines of a launch B&M wing coaster, kind of like what King's Dominion is supposed to be adding in the next year or so. Like I said, obviously we'll find out. But whatever it will turn out to be, it looks to be something substantial.
Yeah,
which is super cool. They having not been to Canada's Wonderland yet, I'm hoping on it soon. Like a lot of from people who have been, it looks like a lot of the coasters there not a lot of many people might be a fan of. I mean, like they do have a Vekoma SLC and a what's the fucking the Zampella Valer like there as well.
Don't worry, we're not going to talk about the baggage system in
yeah.
In what
Yukon, isn't it? Yukon Striker.
Yeah, Yukon Striker.
Yeah, fucking poly.
Yeah, like basically their coaster lineup seems very top heavy, in the sense that obviously Leviathan, Giga Coaster looks great. Yukon Striker obviously looks great. The B&M Hyper Behemoth. A lot of people rave about that. Yeah, a lot of people rave about that as well. Some people prefer it to Leviathan, which fair. And then after that, like there's a lot of coasters that people don't necessarily like go crazy about. So
yeah,
to add another one, you know, of high value, of high quality, I can only like we'll do well for them, I guess. To be honest, like Canada's Wonderland is not a park I know that much about, but all I know is it has like 17 coasters and then apparently a shit ton of flat rides, a shit ton of really good flat rides as well.
How long you been in Canada now?
Don't start this again.
Since 2022. All right, but on the other side of the fucking country, so fuck off.
Yeah, but just it, man, like Jesus.
His country like has to like
how big Canada is, bro.
Yeah, like it's not
that, mate. You've been to Florida. Like how many times? How many planes have you got since you've been there?
He's got you there a bit.
Twice, but
exactly.
Like.
It's got you.
I mean, like, look at the reasons why.
One was business,
it's
bro.
not for just one park, has it?
One was for business. It was actual work.
Yeah, but you could. You're like.
No, I am.
It's a short flight to go do Canada's Wonderland and Niagara Falls.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
no. I want to see if I can do it later on this year. Like, if I could do that, like, and I mean, like, we're gonna get to that in the topic, but in the main topic. But like, if I could make that happen, like at the end of the summer, maybe, then I would love to do that, because and I mean, segueing into the next point as well is that there's been a bunch of rumors flying around and denying of rumors and shit that Marineland at Niagara Falls has people have been saying that they've been laying off employees. They might not open this year, and things like that. Like, and I mean, Marineland's track record has been extremely rocky, to say the least. Excuse me. Because of their reputation of mistreatment of the animals that they house and stuff. So they have since come out and denied like the rumors and talk that's been going on. They haven't announced when they're going to open this year yet, but they've straight up denied that any rumors of them closing. They said, we're not closing. We haven't been laying people off, like things like that. And the reason why I want to make a trip over there happen like this year, or like I hope to, like later on, is that I really want to ride Dragon Mountain over there before that closes, because I mean that just using just blank sort of like shelf life guesstimates is coming to the end of its shelf life. And funnily enough, I went when I went over there to visit family members when I was like 5 years old. We actually went to Marineland and I saw Dragon Mountain there and was just enamored by it. Like I didn't really pay attention to it like the rest of the park, and I was just there, stood staring at it like for however long, and I was 5 years old at the time, so I didn't get to ride it because it was too short.
You remember it though?
Yeah,
you remember it.
Like I have vivid memories of standing right, because they have there's a section of the ride that travels through like basically a massive mountain range hillside, and it pops out and it does a bow tie element, which is basically a bat wing but it exits the opposite side. It does the one half of it and then the other half, and then carries on in the same direction that it entered, as opposed to turning itself around like a cobra roll. Like it keeps going in the same direction, and like that's the first time I'd ever seen an element like that, and I was enamored by it. Like I was obsessed with it. So I want nothing more than to go back and ride Dragon Mountain before it dies. After that, the park can do whatever the fuck it wants. I don't give a shit. So I'd very much like to make that happen. But yeah, in terms of like mistreating animals and stuff like that, that's obviously like if that is the truth, then you know, think like that's obviously not okay. So
no,
that's not okay.
No, it's not. It's not good. But like you say, that I'm just looking at that coaster now, man. That looks cool. Yeah, it looks cool.
Okay, shall we get on to our main news topic? Our main topic.
Yeah, Mikhail might as well carry on. He's already halfway through summer.
Well, I mean, like, introduce the topic first.
Our plans for 2024 moving forward.
So, my first plan is that I will start uploading the podcast again. Spotify.
Thanks, Sean.
Yeah. The problem is now it's like 7 episodes behind, so that will be coming very soon. And then I'll be able to just do that weekly. Then at the minute, it's just like this massive task where I've got to go download it all, edit it. It's going to be a big task. But yeah, that will come soon. But yeah, we will be talking now about our plans for this year. Doesn't matter if it's in our home countries or abroad, like what plans we've got or what we'd like to do this year. So yeah, let's start off with Luke, just because let's go in order.
All right. I've talked before about I'm going to Florida this year, which I'm really excited about. Get to ride Tron, Iron Gwazi.
All right, we get it. You're going to Florida.
Pipeline, Penguin Trek, hopefully. I might be going to Florida, James. Have you heard? More specifically, Busch Gardens this time. So I can't wait to get out there and ride Iron Gwazi. I know Sean and Mikhail have ridden it, so I am so stoked. Yeah, I can't wait. Like just to experience that ride.
What did you think of Gwazi? I can't remember, Mikhail.
Me? Well, it's in my top 5. I still prefer I still prefer Zadra, but it's awesome. Like it's fucking.
I feel like you prefer Zadra because it's further away from you now, so you just have. I feel like once it's further away and unattainable, like you
can't hop on a plane.
I prefer Zadra to Iron Gwazi because it's further away. Yet my favorite roller coaster overall is in the same state. Sure, yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Just saying.
I get to ride Velocicoaster again as well, which I'm really excited. I actually got fast passes for Universal this time, which is a bit, out there. But we're only going for a couple of days.
You got fast passes?
Fast passes, yeah, for Universal.
For Universal?
Yeah, for both parks.
What month are you going in?
June.
Yeah.
Yeah, last time we went, we were up the top of my drive last time we went.
Yeah, all right.
So we've pre-planned this time. So no, there's sound, and then obviously we're staying on Disney property at the Pop Century, which is great because you get to use a Skyliner every day. Literally,
how much are the? If you don't mind me asking, how much are the fast passes then? How much did they set back?
I think it was including the park ticket. It was like I can't quite remember. It was like between 4 and 5 for like the park tickets and the fast passes.
£5.
Hundreds.
And
like 460, something like that. That's both parts.
Like how like a 14-day ticket or
that's a day.
That's a day.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you just got a day there?
We're only going up there for a day. Yeah, okay. We're only going up there for a day. We were originally going to stay over and then do 2 days.
For Universal?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going up for a day for Universal. We're staying at Disney, so we're at
So
the
you're
other end.
staying on Disney.
Yeah, this is a Disney holiday. But we were like, I want to go up there and ride Velocicoaster. Like, it's worth it. Like,
You'll nail it. It will just be a very
my
tiring
favourite, it's my
day if you're
favourite.
trying
yeah,
to
it'd be fine. I mean, we're doing Bush as well. We've got fast
in the
passes
same
for-
day.
No, in the same day. Imagine. Yeah, that would. Do you know what? You say that, but like the amount of people on YouTube that have done like I've ridden all the
Yeah, a lot
rides
of people
in
have done that. To be
Orlando.
fair.
In one day. Shit, how? But no, Busch Gardens. I'm really excited for. I can't wait. So many coasters: Sheikra, Montu, Cumbert. Like just, I'm not even talking about Glassy. Just some iconic coasters there, which I'm really stoked for. Doing it behind the scenes as well. While we're there. For a couple of hours, which is going to be unique. You get to stand on like,
are you getting are you getting the free shuttle bus from Icon Park, or you
yeah, one way, and then we're Ubering one way as well. I can't remember which way it is now, but
why is that? Is that because it's shutting late, or just
no? We want to get there early.
Right,
do as much as I can. Then we've got the behind the scenes, and then we've got other stuff. The thing is, Danielle isn't like a massive enthusiast, so there's not really much for her to do, like in terms of rides at Busch. So, but everywhere else we go, there's loads. The thing is, though, when we we're actually getting dropped off at Fun Spot in Kissimmee. So, Mind Blowers like there when we get off the bus, but it'll be open. So I'm just gonna go and jump on that like before we head back to the hotel. So
that thing runs with like one person on it, so it's fine. Like it's always this is always open.
I've literally I've never seen it go round while I've been down there, but I've always seen the place open. It's really strange. I don't know what was going on.
It's because it's like it's a type of park where like
just go in and riding.
It's just like they'll just be standing there waiting for someone to come on it. Like every time I've Mind Blower, it's just been like
I can't wait, man.
Just walk up to him, show him your because what we normally get is it's like a 4-hour ticket and unlimited for 4 hours. And it's like $20, I think it was. And then it's just like you can just go for 4 hours. It's like after like 9 p.m. or something.
Yeah,
it's like a late night riding ticket, and it's just you just keep going around and whatever you like.
I want to do the scare maze as well in Old Town.
It's so good, man. It's so good. Like you definitely make sure you do that. It's changed since I've done it, but when we did it, it was really well themed. It's really long as well, so that was really good.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know if it was long or not, but
and if you can, on certain days, they'll do the vintage like old car show.
Yeah.
They just drive all the old like cars and stuff down the road, and it's really cool actually. And then they just park them up afterwards, and then you can just look around them and stuff. I'm not even into cars, but like it's just like seeing these old American. It's like GTA or something, man.
Yeah. Literally, all the boys turning up like in the cars.
But my brother-in-law, like he's like a mechanic, and he just couldn't get over the fact that all of them were like not like all of them are like automatic, and he's just like these were never automatic back in the day.
Right.
Ruined them. What have you done?
The gearbox, like what's going on?
But yeah.
Yeah, so I've got that, and then when I get back, literally 2 weeks later, I've got the behind the scenes of Nemesis Reborn at Alton Towers with the Alton Towers actual event, which I'm so happy like I got on. That was emotional trying to get tickets for that. So get to meet John Worthing, it's meet John Burton, Bianca, and we get the behind the scenes of the ride, and we have like a
don't forget you get to meet the Phalanx as well.
And the Phalanx are there. That's the most important thing. And the Phalanx, I loved that. Like
ask the Phalanx if they want to come on the show.
Yeah.
I get that.
So I'm proper stoked for that, like just to hear all about the evolution of it as well and how it came to pass, and I can't wait to talk about it like after it. I'm really excited for it because that's going to be a mad month, June. Like Ayangwazi, like all these new creds like Disney as well, like Tron. I'm stoked for Tron. I can't wait to ride Tron. Penguin Trek, hopefully that's open when I get there. Pipeline, there's just so many like, and it's only been 2 years since I didn't go.
Ride Pipeline again, man.
Pipeline is so much fun. Like I love jumping on Shockwave.
It's super
like,
fun.
Yeah. So it's like I'm kind of just gonna get forced to jump on everything. I just used to jump on the loop.
Just know how to land. Is all I'll say.
Right. Okay. Right. Yeah. Yeah. I'll take it easy first time, and then second time, right. I'm good.
No, into each valley, and you'll be fine.
And I think towards the back end of the year, it's just going to be trying to do as many scare events as I can. This year, I really want to get out there and experience some non-theme park scare attractions as well, which is something I haven't done much of. Yeah, I just want to. I just want to get out there and experience it, like the horror of everything, man. I just can't wait. I'm just so happy the season started. Like it's fun. Hyperia will be at some point. It's just landed on a freaking awkward day. Like that day is so awkward. Like I thought
you were booked on to go.
I'm booked on, but I'm in two minds because it's just so expensive for me to get down and stay over, and it's a bollock. It's a bollock for a Friday. It really is. But I'm gonna see what happens. And we've been going to Florida as well, literally like 2 weeks later.
Yeah,
it's not ideal.
It's a lot. Isn't it, really?
It's a lot. Yeah. So, but yeah, that's me. I'm pretty excited. I can't wait. Loads of plans.
Yeah. Okay. So for me, I've got you know what? Me and Joe, it's the first year we've not got anything booked. Like we've literally not anything booked.
I've never known you not to have anything.
Over day.
We're just in a position where we're just so busy with work. We don't know like when
you're gonna be free.
Don't get me wrong. Like we're lucky in the fact that we could book somewhere tomorrow. If we know like next week we've got some time, we could actually like book it last minute, but then it becomes more expensive. So, but we have like a hit list. So the only thing we actually have locked in is Legoland is opening the new coaster Saturday. I'm going to be working it, but it means I get 2 creds at the same time. So I'm looking forward to Minifigure Speedway opening. I think it's going to be it's like when you're there. I was there last week, and the views from the top of like the lift hill over the entire park, you can like over to Windsor Castle and stuff. It's so good. Like, and doing that on a coaster is going to be so good. Then so our hit list is Europa Park. As soon as like Voltron, we're deliberating. I think we're gonna go next the month. I don't know, when do we say? We said May. I think we're gonna go for Voltron, and we want to give Europa Park a few days, like 3 days this time, because last time we did a day and a half and it just wasn't enough. Like we were running around, like it was hard to get a grasp of that the layout of that park. So I'm looking forward to going back. Yeah, it was just like we just didn't have. It's weird. We didn't have a bad time. It was just not what I expected it to be. But again, I've said before, if you've listened to the podcast before, I did that off the back of a like nearly 4-week stint in Florida. Yeah, landed and went straight back out. Like, so I don't think it was a fair comparison. But Europa Park, I'm just looking forward going there just for Rolantica, man. It's such a good water park. But yeah, Voltron looks amazing. It's something I'm really excited to do. We're definitely doing Cedar Point this year. That is like a must-have. Like we've said, Cedar Point is getting done no matter what. So originally we had this trip planned where we was going to go from Cedar Point to like Kings Island to Holiday World, and then to like Six Flags St. Louis and finishing on Silver Dollar. I think we're not going to do that this year just because we haven't got the time to do like a trip that big. So I think we're just gonna go in and do like 4 days at Cedar Point and just really like take it in and get the most out of Cedar Point, I think. So we're definitely doing Cedar Point.
Get that rattle on.
Yeah.
When did you say you're doing that? I'm sorry, I just went to bed.
I don't know. We don't know yet. We're still and ahhing about it when we're going to do it. We've got nothing locked in, but these are just a hit list. So I said, just said then, Europa Park's definitely getting done. Cedar Point is definitely getting done. And then I want to do Disneyland Paris probably in the winter because I've never been.
Yeah.
So I need to go and
You've
do that.
Or just
Never been
yeah,
there. Oh.
Yeah, I'm going.
Yeah,
I'm going to Paris
sure.
in the winter. I think we're going in November. I'm taking Aaron as well because he's never been and he's like just obsessed. So yeah, I can't wait to see his face when he goes into a Disney park. It'll blow his mind. It really will.
Yeah.
It will. I can't wait.
I feel like I've not done. Yeah, like it's so weird that I've done like I've been to Florida twice, but I'm not been to Disneyland Paris.
Well, I went to Florida before Paris, and I was like,
Yeah.
I'll go Paris after, and I'll be all right. I won't need that.
Yeah.
Orlando.
But you want to get on to me about not having been to Canada's Wonderland yet.
Swings and roundabouts.
You've been to Florida however many times.
Yeah, but
You've not crossed
there's a sea.
over the channel to Paris.
There's a sea dividing us, mate. Like
It's
you're in
not
the same.
called Manchester Wonderland. is it?
No
It's still
comparison.
a shorter flight for you to Disneyland Paris than it is for me to go to
Yeah,
Canada.
but it's not called.
Well, no,
it's
if
not
we
called
compare- if we
Rochdale
compared-
Wonderland. Like,
Right, how long is the flight from you to where is Canada?
I don't know, like 5 hours.
it's probably us to like Portugal.
Maybe not.
Need to check.
I
that
don't
out.
know.
We'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, this Disneyland
James will
Paris.
tell us.
But let's the thing is, like me and Joe, hopefully this year we're gonna try and do like a lot more like shorter trips, like what we did in 2021,
21.
where we just like we did like Hansa and Hyde Park in like a couple of days, and then just come home, and then like if you can do like shorter stints and just do more European parks, because like I want to go to I want to go back to Sweden. I want to do Gronelund and I want to do Kolmarden. I really want to hit them up because I feel like I was so planning to do that along Liseberg, and then when we found out that we're going to be opening, like I feel like they're just like the ones that got away now, so I want to go and do them.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. That's all well and good. A flight from Vancouver to Toronto is 4 hours and 40 minutes.
Yeah, I just did a straight line measurement.
That's a drive. What?
Birmingham to Paris straight line is about 300 miles.
Yeah.
Vancouver to Toronto is over 2,000.
Yeah, but you're not gonna flipping drive. Like,
I
I
have a caveat on that. You don't need a passport.
I mean, he does.
Drive there. It's going to take. It's like you can get to Canada's Wonderland in the same time that it will take me to drive to like Oakwood. Do you know what I mean? So come on.
That's a fair point.
And you don't even have to drive.
No, it's a long way to Oakwood. Like,
I lived in Wales for 5 years. Did not go to Oakwood. So.
Seems like we've got a theme here, man. Anyway, everyone in the country doesn't travel.
We've lived somewhere, haven't been to.
I've never been to Drayton Manor. Never. 20 minutes, right?
Downright lies.
Can
see it from the ball over the wall. Like, can I have the ball back, please, Drayton Manor?
Yeah, stuck on Shockwave.
Yeah. All right. So, James, what you got planned?
End of this month, I am going to trek over to Poland.
Oh,
for Energylandia.
Nice.
Energylandia.
I don't think I'll be able to get over to Legendia, unfortunately. So that will have to be on a return trip. But I will be going to the Waxworks. That is
beautiful.
And it's happening because I have time to kill. So on that first day, I've got like a couple hours.
I love that you have time to kill and you're choosing to go to the Waxworks over going to Legendia.
Yes, the time I have to kill is not long enough to get all the way to Katowice from Krakow. So, I've got that. Hyperia, I won't be able to get to opening, unfortunately, because other people's holidays are booked in. So, I'll be
awkward day.
I'll be getting that start of June, just after my birthday. So, And then other plans that I've kind of looked into, but nothing confirmed yet. I want to go over to Plopsaland, even if it is just Plopsa, but ideally kind of potentially Plopsa and Park Asterix in one.
Oh god, I need to get back to Plopsa.
Yeah, that I want to go Europa Park. I've been planning a few-day trip, 2 days at the park and an evening in Rolantica.
Yeah.
And that was kind of looking more towards the end of the year, October time. I was kind of like trying to smack it in the middle of German and French school holidays, but also overlap with Traumatica. I'm like kind of trying to get it in there. And then
we planned a Europa. We was about to book a Europa Park trip. Can't remember what it was like. When does Bolton open?
26th of April.
Yeah,
26th of April. So we were planning one for like May, early May, and then at the last minute I was like, and this is a good tip if no one knows this. Look, most people will probably know this, but if you don't know this, if you're planning a trip, go onto qtimes.com and then like it will give you a forecast of like the predicted, based on all the years, it will give you a predicted like how busy the park will be, like a heat map. And it was just like fully red, like when the day we were going to go was fully red, and it told you it was a national holiday as well. I didn't realize that Q Times would even tell you when it's a national holiday, but it gives you like the little icon for national holiday, and I was like,
I found that out after booking Engilandia. So, but predicted is meant to be no one. So
yeah, I mean, it's a massive
it doesn't affect it for Engilandia, really.
Yeah, that's the thing. Engilandia, it's in the middle of nowhere. It's like you have to make the trip to go there. I don't think everyone en masse is going to there from Poland. But yeah, Europa is like when we went to Europa,
it was relatively easy from the airport.
Oh, actually,
what?
Like
No, it is for like it is easy to get to. Like we got an Uber
out there a bit.
It's but like I just think in terms of like local, like people are probably not traveling an hour to go to any when there's probably so much other stuff I don't think it's going to get that many, which is why they're struggling. I think as we've been seeing, they've cancelled a lot of their upcoming stuff because I think their EU funding has stopped somewhat. I think
I don't think it's stopped, but it has reduced.
Yeah, it's reduced to what it was.
I think it just comes to the end of the grants.
Yeah. But they were planning so much stuff, weren't they? They were planning like that tilt coaster. It was just like thing after thing after thing. And now it's like, okay, let's focus on actually getting people over here. Obviously, the whole stuff with Ukraine has not helped them. I'm sure in terms of tourism and just general funds of the government are probably like stopped somewhat. But yeah, I would love to go back to Engilandia. Sweet Valley when is Sweet Valley opening?
About 3 days before I go.
Oh, nice. That's great because I went in. Me and Joe went in
27th.
Yeah, me and Joe went in 20. When did we go to Engilandia?
Wasn't it meant to open back when we went?
Oh no, it's meant to open a year before I visited.
Wow.
And I visited like 2 years ago, I think.
Yeah, Sweet Valley opens on the 27th. I'm there on the 30th.
Yeah. So yeah, I went in 2022.
Cool. Just to quickly interrupt, I just checked queue times for Islands Adventure when I'm going, and it says 53%, which ain't bad. Last time I went, it was bad.
Remember that's estimate.
Yeah, I know, but still,
the
weeks after that I went last time is like red, so it's yellow, which isn't too bad. So I'm quite happy about that.
I'll tell you what, it's good to go to Florida for Halloween Horror Nights season. Not only because it's Halloween Horror Nights, but because like the parks are like empty in the daytime.
Yeah, everyone's waiting for
So like, all the locals are waiting for the nighttime. So we
Yeah.
we were just walking on everything. Like I think Hagrid's was the only thing we like queued for quite a while for.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
and Velocicoaster. But that was partly due because it kept going down and stuff. But cool.
But yeah, that is me. Yeah, potential Disney trip with Luke and that.
Yeah.
But again, not set in stone yet. So we'll see what happens.
Get your if you got any trips, guys, put them in the chat. We'll read them out. How about you, Mikhail?
When I go to Bush, it's 35% forecast, so it's like dead.
Yeah.
When I'm going to Busch Gardens, lovely re-rides. Yes.
Yeah,
So,
that Guazi line will still be half an hour.
Shout out to Sam Costello. Sam is hoping to do Heidi and Hansa this year. Yeah, it's a really easy two punch trip.
Yeah,
you can do
yeah.
there. Like
Going to Shanghai
those-
next month.
Those two would be great to knock out together.
What's that, Mikhail? Sorry, go.
No, I was just saying Heidi and Heidi Park and Hansa Park would be great to, just hit those two like together.
Yeah.
No trips, they're right there next to each other.
Yeah.
Um,
That's one of my favorite. That was one of my favorite trips me and Joe have done. To be fair,
Mm.
that was like a really easy one. Like we rented a car, so it was a lot easier. But yeah, we really liked it.
I see dogs.
Dan saying Liseberg and Greta Lund for me again, and Cole Martin this time, hopefully. Laura is saying I can only do so many trips in a year, so it makes it hard to decide where to go.
Yeah, true.
yeah,
Very true.
that's definitely the case for me. Just because, like,
Yeah,
I mean, without going too deep into it, like I've said this before, like my like situation at the moment has not been favorable towards making holiday trips, like pretty much at all. So like I have ideas which will just like, I mean, like only time will tell if I'll be able to put them together and stuff. But kind of I think ever since last year, or like back end of last year, I've just been feeling like I need another cred injection, basically. Like I need to put something together just to I've been sitting at like 360 for way too long now. Like I need to go and get 400. I need to go get into like 450 and stuff. But we'll see what we'll see what I can put together there. I was originally that like I at one point had a Europe trip for this summer, just as an idea, but that's just I'm not going to be able to afford to do that. But yeah, that was one thing I was thinking, and then another thing was that, or still is, that I need to get to a certain few parks before they die. Like I need to go and get on a couple of, like, there are a couple of big names that I want to, of like coasters and parks I want to get on before they ultimately close. One of those is California's Great America. I really want to go down to get the North California parks because of the rumors of California's Great America potentially closing in the next few years and stuff. I have to get on Gold Striker, Flight Deck, and then obviously Railblazer before that park closes, because Flight Deck looks like a more creative Batman clone to me.
Yeah,
and it looks like that type of that 90s B&M invert that is just like super, like it's not, maybe not like the fastest or definitely not the biggest or anything like that, but like super just strong, like force-wise, super intentional, like the Batman clones are. Well, when the Batman clones are good, some of them are shite, but like it looks like it's cut from that same ilk, definitely like that same ilk as Nemesis as well, like those smaller 90s B&Ms. I have a couple of friends who have rode it recently, and it kind of underwhelmed them. Just like maybe not as executed as well as the likes of Nemesis and the Batman clones and stuff. But I just it's one that I've wanted to get on for a while, just being super curious about how it rides and stuff. And then Gold Striker looks like it could be like it very well could be my, like, it could end up being my favorite GCI. Like it looks insane. Like the just from off-ride footage and stuff, like it looks like a super well executed layout, super creative layout, and it just like paces like unbelievably through it, like the same as like how Thunderhead and Troy do. And then Railblazer is, you know, it's the RMC Raptor prototype. It looks insane. So I'd love to get on that. And then to be able to get to that park. What's the fucking Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk?
Yeah,
looks like a vibe as well. Like I would love to go. I'd love to go there, and then to get the creds cleared at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom as well. Like, I'd like to do that. Go on. Did you want to say something, Sean?
Me?
I thought you were trying to jump it.
No.
Yeah, I thought you would.
I do feel that. I do feel that like need for the cred injection though, because like I think like when we did our America trip last year, like what we did like 80 coasters in like that on that trip, and like when I come back, I was like, I just felt fulfilled. Do you know what I mean? I was like, I've done a lot. I've just done that. It's like a lot of coasters in a short amount of time. And I was like, we went to Portaventura then, and then like this close season for me, I've just been like, I'm now like when I got on, I did like Nemesis Reborn like 2 days before it opened. I know it's a flex, sorry, but but like that, like doing that. But getting on a coaster, not only just getting on Nemesis Reborn, but just doing a coaster, like I was like, shit, I've missed this. Like, I forgot. Like, you know what I mean? A little bit.
That's a real thing. You just forget how just like how much joy it brings just to ride a roller coaster.
Yeah, mate. When I hit that helix, man, that helix down on them, like when I hit that. I was like, season's back.
Like, I was like so emotional when I come off it. I come off it and I was like, okay. I kind of even getting on it. When I got on it, I was like, okay, we're going on it. All I could think in my head was like, oh yeah, I'm getting on Nemesis, getting on it. I didn't even think like, oh, this is the first coaster I've done in months. Yeah. Like, and then I come off it and I was just like, not only is that so flipping good and like just as good as Nemesis has ever been, it's kind of better because of the theme. And then I was like, but I'm also really miss coasters, and like, and it just got like that surge again for me. Like I was like, I need to go on like trips, and for me, like, there's just nothing better than like going on trips, like coaster trips, like to another country. I love doing that. Like that is like for me, that is a big thing. And I keep thinking back to that America trip now, and I'm just like, I want to, like, to me at the minute, I can just go with my instincts. And for me, like, America is like the big pull for me, because I'm like, I feel like really like I could do, like, Europe is so attainable. Do you know what I mean? Like, I could just pick a park now in Europe and go, I could probably get quite a cheap flight for that, cheap accommodation. I could probably do that. But America is always like, okay, it's a big trip. You gotta like, even if it's just for Cedar Point, like we gotta like save up a little bit for that. We gotta work out how we're gonna get there and blah blah blah. And there's just something about it.
And like, and through that, like you're more emotionally invested into it when it actually comes to doing it as well.
Yeah, right? Exactly. It's like me with Bush. Like that is such a massive cred injection for me.
Yeah,
like that is mad. So I relate to that big time.
Yeah. See, exactly that. Like, there are still pockets of the United States that I haven't, had like been to a lot of parks there yet. Like, I still need to get down to Texas and do a Texas run of the like the main parks in Texas are in like a triangle. They're around around about the main cities of Houston, Dallas, and San Antonio, and they're all like literally like Dallas is at the top, Houston's like closer to the coast, like down in the southeast of the state, and then San Antonio's over in the west. And like how how most people do like just like park runs of that state is just just knocking them all out, maybe flying to Dallas and then do the triangle that way, and do something like that. And then like
Texas.
Pennsylvania as well, which is kind of wild to say considering I worked at Hershey Park for 2 summers. I still haven't been to.
When you work, it's different though. You don't get time. Like you don't realize you don't get time. Like
it is true. It is true. But then also I wasn't aware of how like many parks were nearby, considering that like Hershey Park, it's not as if Hershey Park is in like a corner of the state. It's central. It's central Pennsylvania. So like you can get to, you go to the right. You've got Dorney Park. You've got Six Flags Great Adventure, even though that's New Jersey. But like Sesame Place, like whatever. Knoebels is over in that direction, and then to the west, you've got Lakemont. You've got Kennywood. You've got Waldermere. You're right in the middle of basically everywhere, being within a 3-hour drive. Too.
Yeah, which basically is fuck all in America, isn't it?
Exactly. So I need to go back to Pennsylvania at some point and clear up the parks and notable creds that
that seems like a good
I've been missing as well. That's somewhere in the undisclosed future. I don't know when I'm going to do that. It's definitely going to be sometime in the near future, but who knows if it'll be this year or next year. I doubt it'll be this year, to be fair. But at some point, that's definitely something I want to do. What else is that? In terms of like, because buzzed bars is a thing still. Like they have like they announced like before the start of the year, really, like their events calendar basically, and they are doing a Stumble event to Cedar Point in July, and as they have been talking about. It's a funny story, really. I woke up one morning to Mike from the Drunk Riders pinging everyone in the Buzz Bars Discord saying that they've got a...
That could have gone so many different ways then. I woke up...
Wait,
to
what?
No, it was
I said that could have gone so many different ways then when you said I woke up to
Mike.
I woke up to Mike.
What is he going to say?
Yeah. No, but literally, like I woke up to a message from Mike saying that they've basically hired a boat as a welcome event for the Friday night to the Cedar Point Stumble, and it's that like they're going to be hopping on a boat on the Friday night and going around the peninsula. Like just as like a booze cruise, basically, and then like taking photos of the park, like, and it's gonna be a golden hour, like right when the sunset is as well. And I'm like, well, I fucking can't not go now, can I? Like, that's one of the main things that I still want to do at Cedar Point. And I've been feeling like it is time for me to get back to Cedar Point as well. Like I need to get back on Steel Vengeance. Obviously, Top Thrill 2 is.
So when are Drunk Riders doing that?
Say again?
When are they doing that?
July 12th, the weekend of July 12th to 14th, I think it is. It's in the middle of July. So yeah, there's that, and then
you know what? We could actually just like align our days with that.
I've told you this before. Like I've told you the like you just come to the Stumble,
because like July tends to be like the best time for me to take time off because like that's kind of where like the theme parks and attractions and stuff.
You're
like,
kind of in between stuff.
It's just like there's not much going on.
Yeah,
that's when I did the thing. So yeah, maybe.
Yeah, because I think you said like when we talked about it before, you were like Cedar Point's one of those that you want to take your own time to do and like. And like away from like a massive group, and I was like, that makes sense because Cedar Point is number one, massive. Number two, got so many.
I could do like a couple of messy days and then do like 2 just chilled days. So
yeah. Which I've been thinking about like how I would want to do that weekend, and I think I would want some time to myself as well, just to. Like just taking the park again and take photos of everything and stuff because I'm not taking photos at Cedar Point yet, so that'd be fun to do. So that's a thing that I don't know. Like it's definitely on my radar. I don't know if I will go yet, but we'll see. And then in terms of like away from like cred running and shit like that, the one thing that's probably closest to something that I could actually do. In September, me and my friend Jack Lathrop owns Thrilling Moments Photography. He's also now running Coaster Force.
Nice. Wow.
We wanna do something at the end of September and go to Silver Dollar City for a few days.
Nice.
Which
check out the episode he was on.
Yeah, we need to. You know what I realized? We need to get him back on because we actually didn't talk about him at all in that episode. He was just like a host, and we were just chatting on about anything. But yeah, check out that episode with Jack Lathrop on. It's super fun to recap the Atlanta Stumble stories. To be fair, but into getting back to Silver Dollar City. To say it's high on my priority list is an understatement. That's putting it nicely. I need to get back to that park.
I need to go to
so
that park.
Fucking bad.
The thing is, if I do that part now, I've completed like Dollywood and Silver Dollar.
Hirsch, the Hirsch end,
Hirsch end. The two high things that were always on my list. So it's going to be tough.
As much as I love Dollywood, I prefer Silver Dollar City, and honestly, I think you will as well.
Wow.
Interesting.
But yeah,
I was just gonna say, I was like, I don't know. I was looking at my Rise statistics earlier on Coast account, and it's really cool. I don't know if you know this, but my Ride just see like the year by year of the creds you can get. Creds you can get, but they've done. So like 2019, 28. 2020, 29, 18, 20, 74, and then last year was like 111. That's because of that America trip.
Yeah.
That was like the massive boost. Really,
I've not done mine since Leesburg. I don't think. I need to check.
Genuinely, because I have my like Google My Maps version of Ride Count. I was comparing it to Coast Account. And it took me about an hour to figure out what fucking ride I hadn't put on Coast Account. I was like, why am I one short on Coast Account? What the fuck haven't I put? And I had to go through and literally cross-compare every single one. I forgot Mandrill Mayhem.
See, so easy to do. Like, me and Joe had this thing because, like, me and Joe had, when we started doing our Coast accounts and putting them on and stuff, like, we started putting them on. And then, like, me and Joe were both convinced that she must have more creds than me because when she was younger, she went to like all the Disneyland. She's been to like Disneyland California. She's been to Disney World. She's been to Disneyland Paris, and she's been to other places in America because some of her family live in America. But we just couldn't. We spent so long just going, okay, Joe, tell me everywhere you went. Okay, no cross-referencing it, and like, no, it just turned out that I had a few more, only a few more, and then she overtook me, and then we had to equal it out in Dollywood, but we got that's where we got the 300 together, so we managed to work it out in the end. So yeah, but cool.
Oh yeah, let's John Pagan said it as well. Yeah, Kentucky Kingdom as well. They're actually owned by Hirschen as well, so you'd have one more.
Oh shit! I gotta go Kentucky Kingdom. I've heard not great things about it, to be honest. Though
it's an all right park. It's all right. It's not on the level of Dollywood and Silver Dollar.
I've heard that it's like a few hours max, like kind of park, unless you want to go to the water park. Like it's a few hours, like sort of thing.
Or like if you just want a chill day, like it's a good park to just chill out and vibe out at. Like, but yeah,
depends if it's hot.
Hirsch also have Wild Adventures down in Georgia as well. Which
okay,
they really don't give a fuck about.
But okay, so let me just go through all the comments. So Bart said he's coming over to the UK.
Okay.
Nice.
I don't know. He doesn't know where he's going yet because he said that Matt is organising.
Matt is planning.
Well, Drayton's definitely going to be in there then.
Oh, yeah, that'd be another cred as well this year, won't it? Drayton's coaster. Forgot about that.
Drayton, yeah, I'm really, mate, like that thing is looking.
It looks weird as fuck, but it looks great.
it honestly, look, I think it's going to surprise people. I genuinely think it's going to surprise people.
Is a wave a new cred because it's sit down? Like,
I don't know. Like that's.
Ooh.
I don't think so. I don't
That's
know.
a tough
Like,
one. It is a
Ooh,
different.
what
It
is
is a different experience.
Yeah.
it's like more of a different experience than Nemesis would be, and now
Yeah.
everyone.
I don't count Nemesis anyway.
I know. I mean, I'm not counting it as a new cred, but it's
I
on
haven't.
all the coaster count type apps. It's counted as a new cred.
Yeah. No, I know a
And
lot.
to be fair, I can get behind it. I can get behind it because, like, I'm not doing it. I'm not like, oh no way, is that a new cred or whatever. But like the bits that do coast are the bits that have been replaced.
new.
So
Yeah.
technically, like,
True.
it is. And I've heard lots of people counting Hulk as a brand new one when that got retracked. So I don't know. Like, I'm not opposed to it. I don't think
True.
I'm going to count it.
But
I'll probably count it. I'll count it when I need to get one more to get like a really good, really good milestone.
You set up $4.99 for like
Yeah.
5 months straight.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, oh, shit. I need this
Rewind
next
that.
coaster to be like a milestone. You know what?
Yeah.
Count Nemesis Reborn.
Yeah. But that's a good question, though, isn't it? What do you think? Let us know in the comments. Let us know in the chat. Is the wave a new
Yeah,
cred?
'cause it will, like I say, it will be a completely different experience.
Completely different, like chalk and cheese.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm hoping it's going to be good. I
There
don't
you
even know. I don't even know.
Retrack is a new cred, but a new experience can be seen as a new cred, in my opinion, from Superbart in the chat. Yeah, I think that might be. Reborn plus one wave now. Okay. Interesting. Maybe we need to do a poll on Twitter. Find out what people say. And we'll read the results out. Next
I
week.
think that would just. I think we should just do it on our Chain Dogs Twitter, just to like
Okay.
start
Yeah,
like getting people to rage.
Start
Might
Yeah.
get some traction.
in the comments.
Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it, and we'll read out the count as a new credit from Graham. Yeah.
Yeah,
Five from Retrack didn't count.
do that post after we get done with this episode, and then we'll
Yeah,
read
we
out
will.
the best comments on next week's episode.
Yeah. So leave a comment on that poll. We'll put that out on Twitter.
People will lose their minds, man.
No one's asked the question yet. I don't think.
Dumb
Like, I'm not.
I think we need to. I think we all need to start. We all need to start using, because I'm the only one who really uses the Twitter. But we need to start using that Chain Dogs Twitter as just like a shit posting thing, man. Like, get people enraged. Like, I think it will get some interesting comments going.
Definitely.
Get some eyes on there. Yeah, why not? Why not?
But
yeah.
cool. Nice.
So that's going to do it. Yeah, that's going to do it for this week. Thanks for joining us for nearly 2 hours. We appreciate it. Hopefully, you're going to leave some comments of your plans that you've got for this year. And make sure you subscribe as well to the channel. We're almost at 400, which is insane.
Yeah. Are we?
Crazy.
400?
I think we're at 400. Are we at 400? I don't know. Are we?
It's
Yeah, we
just
are.
turning into-
389.
389.
389.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
that's,
Okay.
that's mad. I didn't even think we had that many. Like, that's
Yeah.
when I read
Yeah.
400 in my head, then I was like, are we? Like, that's great. Yeah. So,
Yeah. So next
appreciate
week, hopefully, Emma will be better and she'll be able to come back, and we'll have the full squad back together again.
Mhm.
Something's
Very
bound to
cool.
happen.
I know one of us will end up.
it.
Um,
Hopefully, we get
I mean,
four
I've,
out.
I've already got something. I'll tell you about it off the recording. But
oh, so McCall's not here then.
no. I'll be here, but we might have to. I might have to do a shorter episode.
It'll just be me reading
I'm
John
always-
Morgan's book at one point.
I'm always down for an hour episode. If we could make the episodes an hour, I'd be so down for that.
Yeah, we can.
Here we are at
We-
2 hours.
Yeah, we've not been in a call together though for a while, so obviously it was
Yeah,
going to be a long one. This
Yeah.
one, but yeah, let's wrap it.
Right.
Let's go.
Cool. All right, everyone. We'll see you next week. Thank
Cheers
you
for tuning in.
Bye. Bye. Bye.
Bye.